Hi again, quilty friends, for the last time. This is the last video in the series about the Snowman Quilt and Pillow. Your quilt should be finished or at least ready to be quilted. And now you're on to the pillow. And the pillow is made out of the pieces that you had left after you cut the corners off of your snowman. And remember, I told you to press the seams open. We're going to leave those seams pressed open, but we're going to trim the dog ears off. I've already trimmed them off of those four, or those three, so the fourth one here. And what we're going to do is we're going to trim the dog ears off, and at the same time we're kind of going to square this up a little bit. So what I'm doing is I want to trim this dog ear off, and I want this to be along the lower, this line, or any line on the ruler, to be along the lower edge, so that now I'm getting a square. I'm going to do this and get rid of that. I'm going to turn it. I'm going to do the same thing. I want to trim the dog ear off, and I'm going to have this, so this is nice and square here. I'm going to trim. I'm going to do that to all four sides. Trimming off the dog ear and lining up my two edges. Okay, and see here, I'm going to end up trimming just a little bit at this corner to get it to square up. And here's my last one. My last one's a little bit wonky. So there. All right, now I've got 4 of these squares, and the only thing that's important is that I put them together so that I have the white, and that's my snowman face. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sew these together like this. So I can do it either way, here to here and here to here, and then together, or this way and then together across here. It doesn't matter. Okay, so I would sew these. And we can go to the sewing machine and do that. And again, we're back to 1/4 inch seams. We need raw edges to be right together, and we need to keep our 1/4 inch seam exactly correct. Okay. Remember, we want to be sewing the white edges together. So I'm back. I have my 1/4 inch foot back on, and I've set my machine up for 1/4 inch piecing. And I've also changed to white thread, because as I sew these together, it's all white, coming to white. So I don't want black thread to be shadowing through. Okay, now I'm going to sew. There's those two. I'm going to sew these two together. Okay, now I'm going to press it like I sewed it, and I want steam. And then I'm going to press these open. I'm going to make sure everything looks nice and flat on this side. Okay, same thing here. Okay, now these have to come together. So I'm going to be sure that they match together in the middle. I think this might be easier if I make these nest. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to press this one this way. And then I'm going to press this one this way and see if the nesting doesn't give me a better result. And I think it will. There we go. All right. Now, these. And this here. And I'm ready to sew. Okay, I'm making sure that underneath that seam is laying the way I want it to. And let's see what happened. There we go. All right, we've got one Santa face. We're going to make 4 of these, and then we have to put the eyes and nose on it. So you're going to do exactly what you did on here, only you're going to use the smaller patterns. You can choose to do it applique the same way, the same thing with the eyes, or you can use the Apple-Pops and make, but you need to make smaller eyes. So once you have all 4 of those done, then you sew all 4 of them together and you have a cute little pillow, and then you add your borders just like you added the borders on your quilt top. You're going to put top and bottom, leaving a little bit to trim, and then the sides and a little bit to trim, and then your envelope back. And there's directions on the directions that came in your packet about how to do an envelope back. If you need help with that, again, we're always here at Bee Quilting, so stop by and we'll be glad to help you. There'll be plenty of backing left after you apply it to your quilt to do this pillow, and if you bought both and you got the snowflake pillow top for free, there's enough backing to do an envelope back on that as well. I hope you enjoyed this project, and we hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.